Hello, everyone. So you are a business owner in Australia, registered for GST or not registered for GST, and you're unsure what to do, how to manage your books, etc. Welcome to Neha's Bookkeeping Corner, and today we're going to talk all about GST, talk about things that I wish every business owner knew about GST. Before we get started into the real deal, I want to share a little story. So once I was referred to a client and they were not registered for GST, but because they downloaded the invoice template from Googling, they were charging clients GST. When we met with them or first started working with them, they'd already been doing this for the past 5 years without lodging anything with the tax office, without registering anything. But think about it from the tax office's point of view, the other party who is paying their bills, they were claiming GST. So it was a big mess. Anyway, we sorted it, all good now. The reason why I thought I'll share this story before we start with the real deal is to understand if you are not registered for GST, you shouldn't be charging GST because you're really collecting money on behalf of ATO and not giving it to ATO. So GST is not your money, it's not my money, it is the money for tax office. If we think about it, we are really the collection agents for the ATO and really remitting it to the tax office. That's all we have to do as business owners. So the 3 points I wanted to talk about today that I wish every business owner knew. Number one is in continuation with my introduction that GST is not your money. It is the tax office's money. So if you have good habit of saving money, putting GST money aside every week, every month, it's great. If you don't, develop that habit, because let's just take a small example of where you received $110 for something you sold, but the $10 is really not your money. You want to put that aside so you don't see it. And then $100 is basically yours. So you want to be very clear with it. You've got to register for GST as soon as you hit the 75K mark. If you don't register yourself in a timely manner, then there might be a lot of backdated GST, which you do not want. So as soon as you are on the $75,000 turnover, please register for GST or use your accountant or bookkeeper to help you with that. BAS, unfortunately, which is a business activity statement where you declare your GST on sales that you've collected and GST on purchases that you've paid to suppliers. You have to declare that and you have to pay it. It's non-negotiable. You've got to do it if your business is making 75K plus. A lot of people, even if they're earning less than 75K, they lodge BAS by choice. Some people do it to look like a big business. Others like to do it because they can claim a lot of GST, especially businesses like, your medical services and stuff where most of their services are GST free. So it makes sense for them to register because most of the times they get GST refund because they still spend money on a lot of products and services which accrue GST. So lodging BAS is non-negotiable, making sure you either do it monthly, quarterly, annually, whatever you've registered for. Again, there's so many stories, but one again comes to my mind. I was talking to this person, and so this person was the husband of one of my friends, and I was just checking in with him. It's like, so how is everything going? How, and he'd started his business, and it's like, my accountant is amazing because I don't send him the information. He doesn't lodge the BAS in time. That means I do not have to pay in time. So I laughed at it like anything because ATO is going to find you. You're going to have to pay penalties. Late lodgement is not a good idea, seriously. If it's not your money, let's just get it done with. I honestly believe if we do all the things right, then you will never have problem in applying for loans, and you'll never have problem in doing anything. When you genuinely need payment plan, ATO will give you payment plan. But if we avoid these things, then no one's going to help us. So my advice and suggestion, highly, highly advisable, is please lodge these things in timely manner. You have to do it. You have a business. That's the rule. We got to follow the rule. And getting the GST right, understanding it correctly is super, super important. If you don't want to take any chances, if you're not sure, again, ask the advisor. I'm going to put a link down below on a course that we've got where we teach bookkeeping. We teach mainly on Xero, but it also has, how do you look after your GST and stuff like that. All right, I hope you found this useful, and I hope you make no errors and your business runs very healthily and smoothly. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.